The topic of randomness in speedrunning is often a polarizing issue. Some think that the presence of randomness adds excitement to a run, that the fact that no run is exactly the same means that every attempt will be a fresh, new, and exciting experience. However, others view the presence of RNG in a run to be extremely detrimental. This group generally dislikes that there are factors outside of their control while running, that they can perform perfectly but fail due to simple bad luck. But what if I told you that both sides are completely correct? Not that there's a happy medium, but that RNG is one of the best and one of the worst things about speedrunning, and that the difference is the impactfulness of the RNG in question. To demonstrate my point, I'll be using examples from Overwatch's Expert Retribution speedrun, as it's a perfect example of both high and low impact RNG. The goal of Retribution is to survive while fighting through groups of enemies until you can reach an extraction point and can escape. Along the way, powerful enemy specialists will spawn, which can make things tricky since the faster that you kill enemies, the faster you can progress to the end of the game. In Breach, the first area of the run, there are 3 start patterns which dictate where and in which order enemies will spawn. You generally want enemies to start out on the left, as the following patterns tend to be a few seconds faster than the patterns following a right hand or ceiling start. During one of the last waves, a sniper or assassin specialist will always spawn, and you generally want a sniper, but again, the assassin will only slow you down by a few seconds at most compared to the sniper. Finishing off the waves and specialists quickly allows you to open the door faster, and since a left-hand spawn and sniper specialist are the easiest, they're the best for speedrunning. However, getting the wrong specialist and poor start locations only makes the run around 5 to 10 seconds slower, so it doesn't really affect the run too badly, and you can still catch up and finish with a fast time. But in the end, the fact that there's unpredictability makes each run feel very unique and makes it exciting when you get a good spawn without making the bad spawns frustrating when they occur. This is an example of low impact RNG, and it makes speedrunning fun. It keeps things exciting without forcing you to constantly restart until you get perfect luck. Without this element of randomness, the Retribution run would be predictable and quickly grow stale. This applies to other runs as well, where minor differences in enemy patterns, spawns, or AI can spice things up, as long as the bad RNG isn't common and won't ruin your run. However, the Retribution event also has a great example of how RNG can completely ruin a run and frustrate its runners. Later on, there's a section of the game called Bridge 1. Normally at this point, one mob of weak enemies spawns as well as a single sniper. This means that the runners can quickly and safely run past with little chance of being downed or killed. However, there seems to be around a 50% chance for a heavy assault specialist to spawn on the bridge, in addition to the mobs and the sniper. The heavy is by far the most difficult specialist, with heavy damage output and the ability to CC players as well. This means that it's unlikely that you can simply run past him, and since he's so strong, it requires several ultimate abilities to take him down quickly. This means that you won't have them for the next fight, where another heavy specialist is guaranteed to spawn. Basically, if you get a heavy on Bridge 1, you're going to be set back over a minute or be forced to restart completely. This is high impact RNG and it's awful. He doesn't spawn in place of anything else and he doesn't replace an enemy later on. This means that if you get this spawn, you're at a complete disadvantage to other runs. It's not interesting or more exciting because there's no trade-off, and since it's around a 50% chance to happen, there'll be many times where you're on a world record pace dreading the moment just before bridge, because if you hear the thud of him landing, it means you've just lost a run. Either way, I'm loving Retribution, and I'll continue running it until the 30th when the event ends. What have you guys thought of the event? How do you feel about RNG and speedrunning? Feel free to tell me in the comments below because I'm interested in your thoughts. If you'd like to see more Overwatch or speedrun analysis in the future, make sure to subscribe because I want to do a lot more of both. Either way, I wish you guys some nice luck on your runs, and I'll see you in the next one.